EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Frank, what are the keys to posting a good score out here at Banff Springs?
Par 5's very reachable. There's a chance, obviously, for an eagle or two if you hit good tee shots. So that's the way you're going to take it deep today.
We start off here at the first with a par 4, 414 yards. Frank, what's the key to playing this hole?
You could hit driver or 3-wood down there. Their only real concern, that bunker a long way down the left side. 3-wood would never reach that. And just a short iron into a relatively flat green.
So, Frank, a perfect lie right here. And now this gives him a chance to take the next step, which is get after this hole location.
Yeah, so many more options now. And basically, it's just going to come down to club selection now. This is absolutely perfect. This is one where he can get a reward from.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. On the green. And a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Frank, what's the best way to attack on this second shot, opening hole?
Less confusion, Rich. Just look at the flag. This is a fairly flat piece of fairway we're heading off and to a green that's very generous.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
One under early in the round. Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. On to the second hole, 171 yards, tricky little par 3. You can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Just like that, now at 2 under.
Even par currently.
Still even par for the day. Well, Frank, as we get to the 3rd hole here, a par 5, it feels to me like you need to be at a minimum 1 under through the first 3 holes or you're losing ground to the field.
You're exactly right. Chance here for birdie or eagle too. This is one of those holes you can just wind it up and let it fly, and you'll certainly get a good reward with a big tee shot.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his 2nd shot.
Oh, and it gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut.
Not too
That's
bad.
not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane. Playing his 2nd shot here at the par 5.
Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Frank, this is a place where you can really sort of commune with nature. It's absolutely spectacular out here, isn't it?
I've forgotten how pretty it is. Canada, no disrespect, but, you know, elk, some of the wildlife. The golf course is just beautiful, too, the view. I mean, it's very easy to get distracted.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So into red figures at 1 under. Shouldn't be a problem here. So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
Well, Frank, no doubt this is one of the most photographed holes in all of golf.
Be a Devil's Cauldron. Just get to the front of the tee there. Get the camera out. The vistas there are amazing. You see the mountains in the background. This green surrounded by the pine trees. Of course, if you like a lake or two, there's a lake just in front of that green. Just to give you that little color of blue in the snapshot you're going to take.
Like to look at them, not swim in them. Certainly not fish golf balls out. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank. "11 feet away." Goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, you'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Good putt and a good move. Now to 4 under. Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now. Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par 3s, a short par 5, and that opening par 4. Now at the 5th hole, 424-yard par 4.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just be a little cognizant of that one on the left side, depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the 3rd bunker, the one in the distance. It's a good line off the tee here.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Second shot now to the par 4 fifth.
Just minimally uphill, Rich, with a green too that opens up towards that left side. Just want to make sure you carry the front. You can pitch the ball well into the middle of the screen and not really worry about it. Once the flag is past that middle section, though, players are definitely going to have to go further left.
That would be a great look at birdie. Second shot, good look at the green. Good swing, good shot yet again. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Wow, I thought he made that. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Now 2 to the good side. And getting ready for the putt. In for par. Will sit tight at 4 under. Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 sixth hole, reasonably short at 373 yards, a lot of golfers arrive at a hole like this and they'll think, well, I'm just going to blast it away because it's such a short 4. You think these kinds of holes require a little more thinking?
They certainly do, Rich. If you can't drive it to the front edge of the green, there's no point really trying to hit it through that narrow net. You can just sort of knock a 3-wood down there or something that's going to give you a decent yardage where you can at least spin that second shot. If you can guarantee that ball's going to stop when it lands, it's going to be much easier than trying to fashion some sort of pitch and run.
Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed, there's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality. This looks like it's going to find the target.
-3 now for the round. As this putt for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. 602-yard par 5 7th hole. Frank, I'm guessing you want to take the big stick out and let it rip here.
Saw Rory McIlroy hit his tee shot here. So far, he had an iron in. Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290. There's something about a well-hit shot.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Good lie in the fairway, a good chance to make something happen here. This has been a great performance so far, but Frank, a long ways to go. Do you ever worry about complacency?
Yeah, sometimes it just looks like it's too easy. At the moment, the putts are going in, the iron shots are going close enough, but some things, they don't happen by accident. He's got to still keep concentrating right now.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Always like to watch the second shots, Frank, in high-level golf like this to a par 5, and here we are at the 7th.
You get rewarded with distance off the tee for a start. This is a huge green from front to back, rather narrow from side to side, but you're right. A nice towering second shot is certainly going to be well received into this green.
And it generates some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Now his third, staring right at the green.
It's at sneaky distance.
Oh, hello there. Really nice putt. 13 feet away. Settles in over the putt. Impressive once again. That's a par, remaining at 5 under. Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water, Frank. Only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15 foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there, maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. For birdie.
You'd like that one again.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Frank, just a surgical touch out there.
And the scorecard reflects yet another birdie.
Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. Just love the variety here on the front side, Frank, coming off that short par 3 8th. Now we go to another par 5 to round out the side, 501 yards.
And the third par 5. Interesting front nine here. 3 par 5s, 3 par 3s, and 3 par 4s. This one, not the longest par 5, but still reachable. This one, you have to be a little bit careful, though. This is probably the toughest driving hole on the front nine with regard to par 5s. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. Frank, when you look at great rivalries in sports, you realize that athletes need each other. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to achieve greatness, to achieve legendary status. And in golf, Tom Watson needed Jack Nicklaus to push him to another level.
And also to define an era. Without one, we couldn't think of the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s or the 2010s. You need those players to define that era. So you need competition. Competition is not without rivalry.
But that was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up.
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That's a nice lag putt. Frank, what would you focus on a long putt?
That 3-foot circle. Obviously, you allow yourself a little bit more the further and further away you get, but just expectations, lower them a little bit. There's certain distances, just take 2.
Frank, he might like this one. He might like... Oh, he's going to love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
Just a couple of feet. So makes the putt, and now at -6. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Early part of this second 9, and a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the players' shots, that's for sure. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
And it is in.
Amazing. Amazing. It's a little snack, though.
This for par. A good effort and a good par putt. Now to the 11th hole. It's a par 4, 417 yards. Frank, what's the key here?
A nice little draw down that left side would be the ideal tee shot. The carry on the 2 little bunkers down the left side really isn't overly long, but that's the desired entry into this green.
Frank, here at the 11th hole, second shot, another chance to make a birdie.
Certainly is. The only thing you're guarding against here with that second shot into 11 is just going long. Pretty generous green once again. Because it slopes back into the player's face, the ball's not going to kick forward.
It is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That is a tremendous shot right there. Touch, nerve, he had it all, and he has the bottom of the barrel.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good thing, you just write a par down at the end of the hole. Don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
And he's made the green. Good round going, -7.
Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
Dialed in now for this second shot here to the 12th hole, Frank.
A chance for another birdie, Rich. Just be a little aware of this green. Nice little rolls and contours and different levels. So just be aware of exactly where that flag is cut today. And just try and keep it on that section.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Second shot. Good look at the green.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Always like to get the double figures under par. 10 under already. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Par 3 13th, it's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play.
Here we go.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach giving him another good look.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par.
Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
Yeah, it certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right. So the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from that sort of right line. So don't be fooled here.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Now zeroing in on this second shot here at the par 4 14th.
You can keep the second shot a little right of the flag here. The general contours kick a little left here, away from the bunkers on the right. That would be the ideal shot in here. Should be safely on deck.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Now playing the second here at the par 4. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
And getting ready for the putt.
Can't make it, Frank, if you don't hit it.
Hubert Green once said, 99% of putts left short don't go in. I don't know what happened to the other 1%, but...
Shouldn't be a problem here. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. And he makes it for par. Well, now the par fours begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help. Go a little further. Does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Frank, this second shot to the par 4 15th is what you might call a professional's shot. Explain why.
Yeah, there's always an advantage if a better player can shape a shot. So you have a long second shot, but just the way this green is. Notice there's a slightly better entry from the left side. So the better player would try and hit a little fade in there. That might appear the safest shot coming in, but it's going to actually give you the best chance of hitting it close. General run-of-the-mill shot, sometimes if you just bash it away over that right bunker, but it's not really the way in which that hole's designed.
Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's going to find the target. Repetitive is often sounds boring. This is just shot after shot, and it's anything other than that. Spectacular.
Tremendous shot. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. This from 7 feet. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunker should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly have.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Frank, club selection so important on this second shot here at the 16th.
Yeah, any time that the elements don't work in your favor, and by that I mean here the false front, everything rolling back, then you've got to actually be more aggressive, and you're going to get the reward. So it's not like playing reckless golf. It's just the terrain dictates that you fly the ball every inch of the way.
Will make birdie if he holds this putt.
Well, there's impressive, and then there's mind-boggling. We're at mind-boggling now. 10 under par. Count that. That's a birdie. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. And it'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. Really a chance to have a fast finish.
Coming down the home stretch here at the 17th, set up well for a chance to go after this flagstick.
Frank, how about the second shot now to the 17th?
Well, the nice layback off the tee means you have a full shot in. You can go at virtually any flag now. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That will be a great look at birdie. Second shot, good look at the green. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Oh, I thought he had that. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
These putts keep the round together.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
He needs this for par.
Did the job right there. So they'll tap in.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Well, Frank, this sets up for an exciting finish here at Banff Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just about a bunker in play for every length of tee shot here, so know exactly which one you can carry and exactly which one you cannot reach.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot.
Second shot. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, this is one of my favorite shots in all of golf. Second to a par 5 finishing hole. We know we have a chance to see some fireworks.
Yeah, that drive has certainly cut this hole down to size. And second shot just a little bit uphill, but you can see this is just green light. Massive entry into the front of the screen.
Good swing, good shot yet again.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
Third shot, looking for a good one. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Getting set now over the putt.
Good try. Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
They'll take it. That's a par. Just a couple of feet.
Ten under par on the day.
Frank, you have to like what you saw out there today.
I certainly did. Swing is excellent right now. Stroke, there's nothing wrong with that. Really, just it's a case of getting out of your own way. I mean, the opportunities ahead now, chance to win, just they have to be so motivating.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Located in Atlanta, Georgia, the East Lake Golf Club is the home course of the legendary golfer Bobby Jones. It is the oldest golf course in the city of Atlanta. This is Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, and we'll be calling all the action out on the course today.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Probably going to have to hit one more club here, Frank. A little bit uphill. That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. This won't hurt him, Frank.
Just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That was not a very good read right there.
Shouldn't be a problem here.
Well, that's just a poor putt, Frank, and now let's hope he doesn't make a Michael Bublé.
He's hardly going to be singing after that one.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. One under early in the round. Just a little tap in here. Putt drops. Now at 1 over par.
Now at the second hole, first of a really tough set of par threes, Frank.
This is where iron play comes straight away out of the gates, Rich. Good iron play is always rewarded on this par 3 downhill. It's a big enough green. Good iron players often will have a chance for birdie. A little sloppy off the tee here, and you'll rack up at least 4 in a heartbeat.
Good looking shot right here. Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he was thinking on that.
Just a beautiful approach shot.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
He has a 12-footer here. Nice par to remain 1 under. Nudge this one home, finish it up. To 1 over par early on in this round. Moving on to the third hole now, short par 4, under 400 yards.
I'm loving that balance.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, golf may be the best sport to follow from this standpoint. You can get closer to the great athlete in golf than you can in any other sport. You could stand 5 feet from Tiger Woods at a tee box as he's getting ready to drive. I mean, that's really unusual in sports.
Yeah, it's a different type of spectator sport, especially if you follow your favorite player all the way around the golf course. Because it's not like waiting for your favorite hitter in a baseball game. You know, you've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot, drive through the putt.
Frank, straight uphill with this approach shot, what do you have to factor in terms of club selection and setup over the ball?
Well, you're going to have to take at least an extra club to make up for that added elevation. And also, it's tougher to get onto that front foot.
It is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
And getting ready for the putt. In for par. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. So 2 under early on. Now to the longish par 4 fourth.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. Frank, this is always such a difficult spot for a golfer. You just hit one out of bounds, you're trying to regroup.
He's going to need to more than regroup now.
Now on his third shot after being penalized for going out of bounds.
Yeah, tough break really, Rich, on that last shot. It just got away from him.
Frank, you've been in this position. The hole hasn't gone the way you've wanted. What do you do?
Well, we'd all like to make birdies and eagles, but, that's not the name of the game. We've seen that. It's minimizing your mistakes. So right now is a perfect opportunity to try and minimize the mistakes. Get away with a bogey here. That's something to be proud of.
"13 feet away.
Unlucky for some, but very makeable.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
"13 feet away.
Well, we'll never know if that had gone in because it never made it.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
This game's amazing. You're rolling along, life is beautiful, and then bang.
Step away from the controller.
Total depression.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
And it looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
This is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. Lay down.
Well, that was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
He'll need to be strong with this. Good swing, good shot yet again. Frank not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Wow, that's disappointing. Chance to get too deep on one hole, and you leave it short.
Well, the good thing is he didn't miss it, right? It didn't go past and miss. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Okay. Still has a chance for birdie, too.
Right, okay. I like that. It's a positive attitude.
Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. Just a couple of feet. Well, too bad. He gives one back. Frank, it is really pretty simple here at the 6th. You need one good, clean strike of the golf ball.
Yeah, and the ball's got to travel the right distance, land softly, and give yourself a 6 or an 8-foot putt. That's the way it's drawn out. Chances of doing that are very, very small. The reason why? Just have another look at this tee shot. And if you can see as much water as I can, you're going to realize this is no pushover.
That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Will make birdie if this drops. You have to like that. 4 under. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Been a rocky road to this point. 4 over par on the round. You're at the 7th now.
Oh, I like that.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, 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 rough.
Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now he'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Just inside about 15 feet from the hole. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. And getting ready for the putt. That is a painful bogey at the 7th hole. "15 feet away." Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
In for par, and will sit tight at 4 under. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. It has been frustrating. 6 over par already. Now at the 8th, looking at 105 yards on this par 4.
I'm loving that balance.
Getting set for another approach. Our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good, the timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par. This looks like it's going to find the target.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
And that's in for a par.
Four under on the day. Now to the longest hole on the course and the first par 5. It's the 600-yard 9th hole.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
So in the first cut here, it could be worse.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. And from the fairway for his second shot here.
That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, you want to make something happen here on the second shot at the par 5 ninth. What's the best way to go about it?
Something that lands that front left side of the green, Rich. The whole shape of the green is going to kick that ball all the way around to the right side.
Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Third shot, looking for a good one. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Wow, I thought he made that.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie. Now, have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Showing no signs of weakness. That's a good putt right there. Stays at 4 under. A good effort and a good par putt. So, Frank, as we put a wrap on the day, it wasn't his best performance, but there's always tomorrow in golf.
Yeah, you still got to keep your head high. Golf's a game that's going to be it's going to bring everybody to their knees now and again, but